That's funny.
That you're acknowledging that you fat.
I've been acknowledging a lot of stuff lately, dog, that I've just learned to accept. Like, I was at work today with a nasty heel spurt, but I realized I've had this heel spurt for like a week. So I don't think it's a heel spurt anymore. Think I might got that plantar.
You might have plantar fasciitis.
Yes. And the only reason why I say that because I looked it up on WebMD. Like, WebMD be trying to kill you.
Yeah, absolutely. You thought he was going to say mild heart attack coming soon.
No. It was just like, they always give the extreme. These are usually the signs of, and they said the plantar. And I was like, damn, I should call one and say, hey, bro, do you be having these kind of pains?
Absolutely.
And I'd be like, only on one foot?
Yes.
But here's the thing that I kind of had to accept the fact that I'm old, right? So I'm looking at, ways to help alleviate the pressure to the pain and whatnot, right? And it was like, well, you could wear compression socks. And my first thought was, I don't be wanting to wear them socks that come all the way up to your knee. Like I'm trying to hide varicose veins and some shit like that. So I go to look, it's like, well, compression socks don't necessarily be the real tall ones. You can just have the ones that's got the ribs across the middle of your foot and around your ankle. So I was like, okay, let me go and look for some compression socks. Come to find out, about a pack of socks I ordered like a year and a half ago are compression socks.
So you already have compression
I already had compression socks. Fun fact, those are actually like my favorite socks to wear. Because I'm flat footed, so it makes my foot feel narrow so I can wear certain shoes without having that additional pain. And I was so mad. I was like, bro, when you got compression socks and you enjoy them, you there, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
Your AARP card should be in the mail soon.
I gotta give me some compression socks.
All right. But it was just like a bunch of things that made me laugh. But how was your week anyway, bruh?
Because being flat-footed is crazy.
It is.
Well, for the most part, my week was all right, I suppose. You good?
No.
You just being old on camera and shit.
Right. Like I pulled a muscle right here. This is not cool. I don't feel old. I definitely don't run around work old. But, you get the little reminders that you old.
It was just Jazz's birthday. So
I seen that. I think I told her happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jazz. I was such a shout out to her.
How old is she now?
I have not the slightest fucking clue.
Dog, stop counting after 22.
Well, okay, so I'm finna be 37.
No, you not.
Yes,
you are.
Yeah, I'm finna be 37. Jazz is 9 years younger than me. So she should have just turned 28.
28.
Yeah, 28.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Nigga, wasn't she just 25 when we went to Atlanta?
I don't know. Was that 3 years ago?
Was it 3 years ago?
That was 2021, right?
Was it 21?
Yeah, it was 21. We went like soon as they was like, all right, y'all can go back outside.
We did.
Soon as they was like, all right, you niggas is cool.
Niggas jumped out. We jumped out the window and went to Atlanta out of all. Bro, we could have came back with so much shit.
Because Atlanta been open.
Right. We didn't care. We just out here.
What was crazy about the Atlanta trip was like, so the world, it really like, as far as like professional wrestling, the world had just opened back up. Because the trip we was on, their first pay-per-view back in front of people was the weekend we was in Atlanta.
That was true.
They did Money in the Bank.
Yep.
Texas. It was their first pay-per-view back in front of the live audience.
It was. But
they picked fucking Texas. Not even regular Texas. They went to Fort Worth.
Because, bro,
who the fuck lives in Fort Worth?
Fort Worth is literally like the other half. It's like the ghetto of Dallas. By definition, Fort Worth is like the Racine Kenosha of Dallas.
Oh, Racine ghetto as hell.
It's white ghetto on top of it.
If you live in Wisconsin and you never been to Racine, that shit is some wild shit.
I'm telling no, bro. There's other cities as you go up Wisconsin that is white ghetto. Like poor,
I work in white ghetto.
Poor white. The world is poor.
Yeah, I work in white ghetto.
You know when I realized the world is poor? When everybody legitimately is bitching and moaning about eggs. I thought it was just a political thing that they were saying.
No, bro, eggs
like
real
no,
life. You gotta sell dope to get a
like,
count.
Niggas is really out here bitching and moaning about eggs. They come to my job complaining because I work with the underprivileged in the world. Uh, that's the best way I can describe it without telling.
I feel like, see, I feel like you get it, but you don't get it because I feel like in your household, that is not your responsibility.
It,
Your job is not to go grocery shopping.
it is
So
not.
whatever budget and whatever money is delegated to grocery shopping, you don't see it. You don't know what goes into it because that is not your responsibility in the household.
It is not my responsibility to go grocery shopping. Number one, because the kids are picky.
It's true.
So they know what they want. They'll go with their mom, their grannies, their auntie. They'll go with whoever they want to, and they'll basically fend for themselves. And then when it comes to me, it was like, oh, let me look at everything everybody got. Okay, let me go get the extra items that are unique to me, and then that makes up our kitchen. But eggs have. I also come from a family is if we want it, we gonna buy it.
Facts.
So if eggs happen to be $10, if we really want an omelet,
We're gonna get some eggs.
we're gonna go get some eggs. Or we could try some of this other vegan ass shit that they use to make eggs.
Nah,
Because you damn
that
near
shit
paying the
wild.
same price.
That shit wild. If you are one of those people who are buying the eggs that you can microwave
The pre-whip.
that come out of a
Cart.
milk carton,
Yeah.
you are a sick individual.
There's a lot of people buy those.
That shit is crazy. Do not pour your eggs in a cup in the microwave.
There was a point in time that's the only way my mom could eat eggs because of her medicine and everything she was going through.
That's the McDonald's eggs. So that's exactly what
And
I
exactly
feel
what I was
like.
getting ready to say. And then you find out that a lot of your fast food restaurants actually serve eggs that way.
Yeah,
So
'cause when they
it's
microwave it, that's exactly how that egg look on your fucking McMuffin.
yeah, all nice. And
Because it's a fucking. I'm like, how y'all get square eggs?
they pour it in this little cup. So even if you crack there, you can even do it at home. Certain little
Bro, I don't want no square eggs.
devices that you can buy that you can crack. You crack your egg and then you pour it into the
Okay.
container.
Okay.
And the container,
okay.
it's like it air fries it. It's like a little
Also-
small container.
If you one of them people, I think you're crazy too.
Why we got to be crazy?
Because there's some shit that you should.
You just
Some
want
shit should be exclusive to when you leave your house.
so you just want your eggs cracked and spread across the frying pan.
Look,
That's how
all
it should be.
All I'm saying is, if I want square eggs, I'm gonna go to the place that I know serves square eggs.
But sometimes
I feel like that's the day I want some McDonald's. And if I'm up early enough to get breakfast from McDonald's, that's a blessing in itself.
But then you got to get greasy hash browns with it. Maybe I want French toast with my square eggs, so I can literally make.
Then you
a
should go to a restaurant that serves French toast too.
But they don't sell. They don't sell the square eggs.
Well, look, maybe you should go to the restaurant that serves French toast. But McDonald's don't always serve square eggs because when you get your eggs and your pancakes, they're not square. They're not scrambled, but they're not square.
Well, I like my eggs scrambled with a little bit of cheese in them.
Cheese,
Cheese, I gotta have cheese.
scrambled little hot sauce.
You know what? I've never really done the hot sauce in my food like that.
I mean, if you're not a fan of spicy stuff,
But I am a fan of spicy foods. Like
but you just don't like hot sauce.
it's just like I beef with hot sauce.
I don't know.
Hot sauce just feels
Well, you
racist. Hot sauce just feels racist.
No, it's only racist when white people say they keep it in their bag.
Exactly.
And they don't.
So I feel like
Yes, that's why we didn't vote for Hillary Clinton. Town damn.
I feel like that. No, we didn't vote for Hillary Clinton because we stupid,
She wore pantsuits too. You can't trust her.
bro. That's who you can trust the most.
I can't trust no woman in no pantsuit.
I can't trust white women, but that's for an episode of Story Time with Friends. A whole nother conversation.
Yeah,
'Cause
a white woman
I don't trust.
in a
I don't trust the
pantsuit.
one white woman at my job. She be crashing out.
She wear pantsuit.
Yes,
See, it's crazy.
but it ain't because she wear pantsuit. She just be crashing out.
And I feel like when you wear,
She got that passive aggressive vibe.
When you wear a pantsuit, your ankles always out.
Like I feel like she will be your friend and have a nice conversation. Meantime, she done went and told HR everything,
Absolutely.
and then came back and then want to be like, "Oh my God, I just don't feel safe here." You've already snitched. Like you didn't have to say you didn't feel safe. You already snitched and did that already. So
That's why she don't feel safe.
yeah, because she knows that eventually they're gonna come and talk to us, and then now we're gonna be like, "That bitch did it."
And she told her.
You didn't have to tell. You could have just came and say, "Hey,
See,
keep your noise down." But I ain't got to worry about that no more. I got my letter from
I
the
don't-
Illuminati
I don't-
today, so I'm good.
I don't like when people be snitching on people at work.
It depends on what you're snitching about.
Yeah, like if what you did may affect my job, I might tell her. But if what you did is only affecting your job,
Okay, if it's only affecting my job, mind your business. But
right? That's what I'm
if I'm
saying.
making it uncomfortable, if it's uncomfortable for somebody else, so if AA Rods from accountant keeps coming over here and harassing Sarah at the front desk,
Somebody should tell
we
her.
gonna talk to we gonna talk to Aaron. But at
Right.
the same time, if when Sarah gets up and go to accountant, she being extra friendly to try to get what she wanted ahead of schedule. Well, now I can understand why AA Rod is acting the way he acted. I'm gonna mind my business because you started this over here.
Even if it's simple shit, like bro, if your lunch break is an hour,
Don't be snitching because I came back 5 minutes late.
and if you decide to take an hour and a half,
Yeah.
as long as your hour and a half is not affecting what we doing, I don't give a fuck.
Plus, they don't know if somebody else had already okayed it.
That's what I'm saying. Like you just mind your business. But when you and what you doing at work is starting to affect my job, yes, we gotta talk about it.
Have you had that problem recently at your current job?
Yes.
How did you handle the situation?
I didn't handle it.
What did you do?
My boss did.
Tell somebody to sit down and shut up?
But that's essentially okay. So we got
We here now.
the old white man. The old white man.
That's
It-
how.
it-
Is that how y'all describe him at work?
and that's how I describe it.
Okay.
But yeah, like I just feel like dog don't mind his business sometimes, and it annoys the fuck out of me. Like so, one night it was a whole lot of shit that should have probably got done, but I'm of the belief like at 6 o'clock when it's time to go, I gotta go. Fine. I don't want to stay no more.
You're
What-
not wrong.
What we didn't do today, we can do tomorrow.
You're not wrong.
So apparently he was browsing the store on his off day. So he was just in the store.
Just in the store, just
And it happened to be close to the time for me to get off work. So I'm gonna leave. And the department is a wreck. But I know he off for the weekend. Like he won't be here. But he was in the store and decided that since he was in the store, he was gonna do some work off the clock.
nah, bro. That's not what.
So
you're
he
doing.
went and did the job that I was supposed to do that I didn't do. And then he called and told everybody.
Oh no.
I'm like, bro, why would you do that? Like, I don't need no help getting in trouble. Somebody would have obviously came in the next day, like, damn, bro, you didn't put out no product. You didn't run a rack. You was just chilling. Then we had that conversation, but bro, to tell on a nigga in your spare time,
And your on your off day.
right? Like your off day.
Your off day. That's
Then when I asked him about it, I'm like, bro, why you doing? He said, well, you taking time away from me and my nephew. No, nigga, you took time away from you and your nephew because you chose to be a fucking hero.
I need a hero.
That should be crazy. Like, don't choose to be a motherfucking hero and then be mad because
Because
you did it and everybody else. Ain't nobody tell you go do that shit.
well, the good thing about my job is ain't nobody trying to do no more than what we got to do because there's already so much stuff behind from the previous organization that was in charge. So right now we just do what we supposed to do between 8 and 5.
White people be trying to overachieve, low key.
And what I love about my job, dog, there's only like 3 white people that work there,
Only 3 of them.
and they not in upper management. They actually 2 of them is actually in their own little department. Like there's this little department over here that consists of 5 people, and 2 of the white folks are over there. The other one is in another department, and he's cool. He's cool. He's the kind of dude you see on Water Street get totally shit faced, and then come to work the next day was like, "Hey, bro, could you please tell nobody what you see?"
That's insane.
But I'm cool with that. Like them the kind of white boys I can deal with. Like, hey, your secret is safe with me.
Your secret is safe with me.
You got shit faced it, and somehow, some way, you ended up on top of a lure sign, doing some of the most egregious things to it. But I'll never tell nobody. Anyway,
Tesla, I would never tell nobody. You kind of just did.
I'm not saying it happened for real, because most people don't know where I work at.
That's true. Keep it a secret. You should.
Yeah, I got this current job. I kind of do because I interact with the scallywags of the society.
of the society.
Of the society. You know, I'm a part of the Illuminati now, so I can't. I
What
gotta
do
be.
that even mean?
I don't know yet, but I'm waiting to find out.
Stop answering the inbox.
My orientation package should be
what
coming.
page did they even send it to? You know, you got 60 pages.
First of all, I have two. I have two personal pages and one business. My business life is different from my personal.
So was this a business decision?
No, it wasn't to the business page. It was to the personal page.
Oh, so they did this personal.
They came straight to me. It's like, look, bro, you're doing great things. We see you shining, nigga, and we think it's time for you to join an exclusive organization with the right connections and the right bonds. We can get you to wherever you need to be at in the world. I was like, cool. Yes, I'm down. I've been waiting for this moment for all my life.
So you getting invited to the secret society. Meanwhile, I got an inbox from a fake Mia Yim page.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
Like, were you having regular conversations with them and everything? Like, how did we get? Like, no. I need to know how did this go. Fuck the Illuminati. They'll be there for a while. How did this fake Mia Yim? How did this happen? Did you slide in a DM and it was the wrong page, or
No,
did you make a post and they responded to you?
I got a friend request.
Okay.
And I was like, oh shit, man, yo. But I was like, oh, this is probably a fake page. But
is that why you just now telling us?
No, it's because it just happened like over the. She might have sent the friend request like what's today? Like Tuesday. She might have sent this shit like Sunday.
We've been talking about the game since all week. So you didn't say nothing yesterday or today.
So I should just interject in the conversation like, yeah, bro. So this fake Mia Yim page.
Yes.
Is inboxing.
Yes.
We weren't even talking about that. She had just said hi. So I said, sup.
It's a start.
She just replied back today. Would you like for me to read to you?
Yes. Because I know. Do you think it's fake because you know who she's married to? Because technically you fit the build of her man.
I think it's fake because you probably have better shit in your life to do than the inbox. Why?
You're a funny guy. Her man is kind of getting old. He kind of look like he's not going to be able to move. So she
said, hey, how are you doing? So I said, what's up? She replied, nothing much, just hanging in there. It's a pleasure to meet you, Dinkins. Do you know me?
All right, keep going.
My reply was, I know this name, but doesn't mean it's you.
Oh, so you just went on ahead and questioned her.
Yeah, right out the gate.
Right out the gate.
And if Miriam hits back within this episode, I'll let you know, or I'll keep y'all updated on just
keep us updated.
She just randomly
keep us updated.
Hit the inbox.
So since we here,
that was crazy.
Let me go on to.
You got a random inbox?
No, because the Illuminati conversation was like, first of all, it started off very highly decorated as an Illuminati invitation. So it came out the door and just let me know you have been chosen.
Is this the Illuminati from that local wrestling promotion we used to watch back in the day?
No, it's not this one.
You sure this ain't JP?
It's not JP. Because this is Jennifer Jonathan who hit me up.
Jennifer Johnson?
Jonathan.
Is she white?
You know what? The way the Grand Wizard look, I'm going to believe. She was like, based on the Illuminati membership criteria. So the validity off top means that you've been watching me. You've been keeping tabs on what I do. The Illuminati has identified you as a candidate with exceptional manual dexterity and academic proficiency. I am kind of smart.
A little bit.
So that means they saying the right things right now.
Until they find out you didn't finish college.
But I did. I just didn't finish my accounting degree.
Oh, whatever.
See what I'm saying? I chose to go a different direction.
They probably heard all the stories we tell on the pod about your Air Force days.
Look.
That's probably what got you in.
Well, based on some of the way these Illuminati parties be going down. We see what happened to Kid Cudi in House Party 6. Is it 6?
I don't know.
I don't know. I stopped counting. I just stopped counting. Okay. We believe you have the potentials for our exclusive community. That sounds like a freak off.
Absolutely.
Okay. By joining,
Exclusive community is crazy.
that definitely sounds like a freak
That's
off.
the name of this episode too.
By joining, you can connect with influential individuals and reach a new level of wealth, power, fame, and glory. I feel like Diddy wrote this.
That sounds like all you gotta do is give fuck.
I encourage you to consider joining the Illuminati for a life of abundance and fulfillment to help your families and loved ones, offering an initial membership benefit. If you are interested and want to learn more about the organization, please say yes. So I proudly said yes.
What was next after you agreed?
Where are you from? Have you joined the great Illuminati Brotherhood before? Freak off. Definitely.
Have you been here before? It's crazy.
No. Have you joined the great Illuminati Brotherhood before?
How many invites do they send one person?
Don't know. But why did they specifically say the Brotherhood this time?
They want you to know it's some dudes gonna be here.
I said no. It's like, are you on Telegram or Zangy application? That's kind of like two messaging applications similar to what
this is frisky.
So I said Telegram at the same name. Like, we here now, going all in. It's gonna go all in. Like, tap the link to text the Grand Master on Telegram for more information, so you can become a successful member and know more information. The Grand Wizard, or my fault. The Grand Master, the Grand Wizard is the cloak and white guys and the hoods and shit.
Is that the Weekend?
No, his name is Mr. Destiny Wilson. And he looks Amish.
So not only is the Illuminati is the Amish?
I don't know, bro, but it would make sense.
It would.
It would make sense.
What Tom, are you thinking about joining?
I'm messaging the Grand Master as we speak right now.
Who do you have to sacrifice?
I don't know, Juan.
It better not be me.
I just said I don't know.
No, you better figure it out.
I mean,
what do you mean? I mean,
I wouldn't sacrifice you, but I have to give something of equal value.
Oh, okay, cool. So I'm safe because I'm not of equal value.
No, I can find something of equal value. How much do you like Noah?
Nah, then you won't count.
Damn, I can't sacrifice.
Nah, it got to be something that you really like. You would miss. I'm not saying I wouldn't miss him, but
I found it afterwards. Niggas really still be watching. It's on the CW.
What?
One of our boys in the group, like, could they ask, "Are you watching, NXT tonight?" And one of our boys in the group was like, "I found the app to watch it on." So yeah, and I'm like,
"It's on channel 18.
It's CW. What app are you using?"
Yeah, man. Why don't you have regular TV?
I don't. Okay,
but again, I'm starting to understand. A lot of people just don't have regular.
No, they just don't have. And I had to get like that. Like a lot of people don't want cable. Like, we don't need regular TV, but. The
thing ain't got 10, 12, 18, 24 no more?
If your TV ain't 100% digital and you ain't got an antenna slapped on it, you don't get those channels. You get a bunch of static.
I mean, I got a Roku. Can I watch like regular TV through my Roku?
To a certain extent, yeah.
I feel like, so could I find like channel 24 on my Roku?
I think you got to use. There's a live TV app on there somewhere. I can't remember.
It is a live TV app.
Yeah. I don't use a live TV app. I got YouTube TV. So,
fancy ass nigga.
Look, bro, it's a package deal. Several of us that participate in this YouTube TV. That's why I like it. You can have 6 people all under YouTube TV subscription, and everybody can have their own setup. And everybody, I say, hey, give me $25-$30. We all got good cable. We got all the channels we like to watch with HBO, Cinemax, Showtime.
I'm too poor for YouTube TV.
How you too poor, but you getting the 11s that come out?
Is that what?
See, see how you brightened up.
Because you have to.
You pay for what you want.
You have to strategically.
You pay for what you want. It's cool, bro.
Put in place to get these things.
It's. I'm not judging you.
Which is why I had to have the conversation with my little sister about 2K. Because I'm like, yo, man, I really would like to get this game, but I also really would like these shoes.
how is it that you did not have the game in
in
your budget?
in the budget
Because it's
because
not like
everything was coming out so fast. So
pause.
so fast though. So
Pause.
super pause. But like do it to oh, that's nasty word. But to because like if you in this culture, you understand how fast something just boom, boom, boom. Like there is shoes are like back to back.
Why? I get
You're
you.
not understanding
No, I
because
understand
you're
what
not living in one world. You only living in one. I'm trying to live in two, and it's not working sometimes.
I run a business. I live in a completely different world than you. Expenses can happen at any given time, and I gotta have the money to keep the business going. I can't be like, well, damn, the computer broke. We not recording this week. No, I gotta be making sure that, like, look, I either gotta pay to get this computer fixed, or I gotta find an alternative. I don't have the ability to put the money into shoes because in my head, I would love to have a shoe collection, but in my head, if I can pay $300 for shoes, I can get the walls repainted in the studio. I can go get us some better microphones. I can go get a different camera. So I put the money into things that can invest me. Plus, I work at a desk job all day. Outside of white shoes, I'm not really that hard on shoes.
And you run a business, Tom. I don't run. I don't run the business.
And I'm not mad at you. What I'm saying is I understand your plight and your struggle. I just have a different plight. But that's not where I was getting at. The shoe drops can happen any given time.
Nigga.
Any given time. Like they re-released a set of cool grays that I guess was like, I don't want to say underappreciated is the best word I can use.
They probably were.
There was an underappreciated pair of cool grays because everybody was going for the OG cool grays. So when they dropped these, everybody was like, oh, these are consolation prizes because we couldn't get the other cool grays. But I think they kind of dope. I'm that kind of person to be like, that's the shoe I want. That's it. I don't need to get the other 12 that come with it. But at the same time, Juan, this game comes out every year around about the same time.
No, fuck that.
About the same time.
True.
And we have come to the conclusion that there are certain games that we just know we're going to have to pay the dub and some.
Hey, if they wasn't dropping bread 12s, whatever Jordan released, I probably would have passed on it because 2K was coming out. But they dropping bread 12s, Tom. I don't think you understand about bread 12.
I don't understand your plight and struggle. I don't understand the enthusiasm about them because you know me. I wear a shoe because I like that shoe. I will wear that shoe because that shoe is comfortable. I will wear that shoe even though it don't match shit because I like that shoe. I don't have that. And I'm an Air Max dude. I'm not a Jordan dude anymore. You want to know why? Because they work well with my heels and the problems I'm having being old. And I will be damned if I be the old nigga in the Monarchs.
The Monarchs might be comfortable.
Though. I'm not trying to find out.
I might get a pair.
I'll put Monarchs with the fucking Crocs. Y'all know.
Yeah, man, you stop sleeping on Crocs, Tom.
I hate them.
You need comfort.
Crocs don't give me comfort, my guy.
They do. They're very comfortable.
Skechers give me comfort. Crocs don't. I wear Skechers to work.
Yeah, man.
Keep a pair of Skechers in the car.
These shoe releases is crazy.
That's what they get y'all. That's how they get
I know. Absolutely. Trust me, if I would have had, like, if I'd have been rich, like, had the money, I would have got these. Then there's some Galaxy phones that just came out. And that was the 21st of February. And then these come out 1st of March.
This is why
I didn't expect the game to drop like this.
It drops every year about this time now.
I didn't expect the pre-order to be like, oh, well, if you pre-ordered, you get it a week early.
I'll give you that.
I didn't expect that.
I'll give you that, but that is also a ploy that 2K has been doing for years.
And because I have such a great supporting cast and such a great family, I will not miss either.
You got lucky.
I will not miss either.
You got lucky.
I was that lucky. My sister loves me.
That's why I say you got lucky because it's the one thing that's consistent that she knew was out. He could have been like, nah, and then you had to choose, and then what were you gonna choose?
I definitely got my shoes. I would have waited a week on the game. I ain't gonna lie to you,
Okay.
because the actual release date is the 14th of March.
I'm only getting it because I buy everything digital now. Like I don't have a purpose for a disc.
Who the
So
fuck still buying digital CDs?
actual CD, some people do. Because you want to know why people do it? Because not everybody. I've realized that there's a lot of people out there who don't play stuff currently. They play outdated versions. Like there's a bunch of people who are not buying 2K25, they're buying 2K24 because you got everything, all the DLC, the price will be cut in half. You can go to the store if you still pick up disc and you'll get the disc for like $10.
That's crazy.
We have to learn that people like wrestling games, but as long as the people that they like are on the game, they're going to be the same thing. How many times have we went and looked up a video game review and there's always somebody in the comment, well, if it's not going to have this, something that they know is not going to be there, I'm not buying the game this year. It's just,
then don't buy it. Shut the fuck up, Tony.
like they do it every single time. Well, if you don't, make special referee be in 8-man Royal Rumble, I don't want it.
Some of the shit people be asking for be crazy. That's why I don't ever feel bad when Tommy be like, why are you reaching? Like, nigga, I'm asking legitimate shit that was already here. It's not like they got to make it a new thing. They got to add it. This shit was here before, and they was like, nah, let's take it out.
I agree with you. That's why I
like what the fuck y'all doing?
That's why I watch Assembly. Assembly, he really be having like unbiased opinions on stuff. He be for and against something, so your opinion is heard in regards to it. And he was like, "There's a lot of shit that should be in the game that was out the game." And then I think he asked about the show intros because that was something that you actually got your little 15 minutes of fame about
because it was already there.
And he said, and they said that when they went to go do they do the statistics of what people liked and don't like, they was like, most people was turning it off. It was like more people. It was more time that the show intros were turned off than they were on.
See, and I feel like that's one of the things where it's like, I know I'd turn it off, but I still want it in the game. What if I want to turn it on?
And I think that's what it boiled down to. Is like when you play a game, because we play, like, take me for an example. I would buy Call of Duty every year, right? I might not buy it right away when it first dropped, but I buy it every year, and I stay in one game mode. There's like 8 different modes in this game. There's weekly contents and stuff you can earn and skins and stickers and all kind of stuff you can get. But if I can't unlock it in right now zombie mode, I don't care.
I was highly appalled when I read the group and found out you niggas don't watch the actual entrances. I was like, they just like his motherfuckers is like, if you did you say it too? Did you agree with this nigga?
I cut it off sometimes.
And I was like, now don't watch the game play itself. Why not watch the intro? You not finna physically play the game.
It depends.
Get the whole shebang.
It depends on the match. So if I got a 6-man like ladder match going on, I don't want to sit here and watch 6 niggas come out to the ring.
No, I'm watching all 6 intros.
Because like I'll give you a prime example. When I do my King of the Rings, I do the entrance for the first round. Then after that, it's just straight to the matches. Why do I need to see your entrance 3 times as you make it all the way to the final? Because in real life, we don't see your entrance 3 times.
Yes, we do. When there's a whole fucking tournament,
they walk to the ring, music plays. You don't do all the fanfare and the great. Zelina Vegas don't come out there with the flag on her back all 3 times.
I guarantee you, if they did a one-night tournament and Cody Rhodes was in it and he made it to the finals, you motherfuckers are going to say, whoa, 3 times. This motherfucker's going to have 6 sets of fireworks because he gets 2 per entrance. And he will get all of that shit.
Somebody made a character in the community, bro, and every single step had pyros go off.
See?
That's too much damn pyro.
That's what they was doing for
Okay, let's take about this. Let's take for an example. The Rock, the final boss Rock.
No, that is 6 minutes long.
Right.
Now that I'm not sitting through. But I also feel like I'm not playing with the Rock. So I'm not worried about a 6-minute intro.
But if we're doing
But
we're doing the universe or the GM mode, the intro, he may be a part of it, and that's not
what if I got to pee though? See
pause.
that's
Pause buttons for
that
it.
6-minute intro is gonna play while I pee.
Don't get it twisted. I do go do other stuff when the intro's on. Like if I'm really in my bag and we're in the book, like we're being the booker. Okay, I might need the intro to be able to have time to set up matches, write down stuff from the previous match, or just making sure my card is flowing like it's supposed to. But I don't know. So are you excited for the GM mode this year though?
I don't really know what's in it because I don't really play it.
So you basically going into this year with all of us getting ready to do the GM mode together for the first time without any knowledge of what we doing.
I mean, I know how to play GMO. I just don't play it. Like when they first put it in the when it first came back in what was that 22?
22.
When it came back in 22, I tried it. I was like, okay, this is cool. It's not how I like to play the game, so I don't play GMO.
So are you still going to be down for us to do the?
Yeah, because it's content. Like we making content out of it. It's not shit I will play in my free time.
No, I wouldn't play.
Like when
I don't think I touched it this year at all.
Like it's cool, but I don't like the format of it. They gotta change the format of it.
Like, what do you mean format?
Like, I think it's cool, but like I don't want to start from the bottom because that shit to me is stupid.
Like, what do you mean?
Like when you play in GM mode, like you draft all your players, and then like your first week, like your first couple shows is in like a fucking warehouse. We're like a school, and then like I gotta buy a fucking SmackDown arena.
Well,
like that to me, stupid, which is why I don't like to play it.
Right. Now I think this year, well, technically I knew last year. I can't confirm this year because I didn't play the game this year. I didn't play that mode this year. But if I'm not mistaken, you can cut all that off. You can cut all the cost and stuff for that extra stuff off and just jump right to SmackDown, Raw, NXT, the arena the way it is. It's the other stuff like the production value and things like that you have to buy to add on to it.
See, I don't mind that, but it's like,
but you didn't want to start off.
Why the fuck do I gotta buy a low budget ass production value to produce SmackDown in a fucking high school gym? To me, that was stupid. So I was like, you know what?
I remember watching old wrestling in a high school gym. I remember shaking Razor Ramon's hand at the U.S. Cellular Arena. Low budgetness.
But I do think this game is going to be
interesting.
It's going to be interesting to say the least. I think the island is what is going to be the most interesting.
All right, speaking of the island, how do you feel about the fact that there's a lot? So this is what I found out today. Because, My Rise information dropped, right?
Right.
So creative community stuff can be used for anything, any mode whatsoever. But if it comes from the island and that character that you downloaded has island attire on it, you can't use it in certain modes unless you have it unlocked on the island itself.
That makes sense.
So like the free Roman jacket you get for the pre-order, right?
Right.
It won't let you have a character that has that jacket on if you didn't pre-order.
That makes sense. It's just like, so when, just like if I was to create a character and then like the parts that I use from the character may come from some shit I downloaded.
Right.
That came with the game, but if you don't have the downloaded version that I have of the game,
right,
you can't download this character because you're gonna be missing parts because you didn't order that deal. You didn't pay for that.
I feel like, and this is just my honest opinion, they still let you download it. You just take it off that person.
For what then?
It could be other things about that character you like. Like I download certain characters from the community because the detail that they put into that character.
Tom, stop finding an out for niggas who just refuse to buy shit.
Nigga, out of all people, we know the wrestling community.
It's cheap. You know what? Niggas got to come up out of that shit. If you want shit to be a certain way, you motherfuckers gonna have to pay for that shit.
The name of this episode is "If You Want Eggs, You're gonna have to pay for it."
Man, because if you want shit to be a certain way, pay for that shit.
I feel you, which is why I understood why they also separate the two communities. So, like the island community and the non-island community.
Right. Hey, I don't want to hear no nigga bitching about why they didn't put. You know why they didn't put the island on regular consoles?
Bro, have you ever?
Buy some shit, get some money.
Do you still have your Xbox? Not your Series X, but your regular
No,
Xbox.
I don't have a regular Xbox anymore. I sold it to you.
You did, which it just sits there. Maybe I'll bring it to the studio. I don't know why I would bring it to the studio, but because the point I'm getting ready to tell you right now. Go and play a game that you've been playing on the current gen console, on the old console, and watch how quickly you get pissed.
I don't even know how that would look, and I feel like the graphics probably wouldn't even be that much of a difference.
Depending on the graphics, won't be a difference, but it's that low time.
Oh my god, I'm never going back to that,
bro. So I was on this run about just downloading characters, right? So on my PS5, the main profile, I have my roster I use.
Right.
On the second profile on the PS5, I have all the missing WWE wrestlers that people made in the community. So if I wanted to play the game like you do, I can have a full roster. Okay? But on the PS4, the actual PS4, that's my fuck off one. So I'll be downloading niggas like Ronald McDonald and the Terminator. There's like a bunch of wild, wacky shit.
Having a match between Ronald McDonald and the Terminator is fucking insane.
Oh, you don't know. Talk to Chuck. We have stories where we used to have some of the wildest characters. Tori's favorite character to use after his main character lost his retirement match was Money Mike.
The 10th on Friday?
Yes.
Why?
First of all, the question is, why did I make him? But I did.
Did you make him like an actual pint-sized person?
Yeah. Rey Mysterio height. That was Tori's favorite character. But it's too much creation, slow. You know that little bar in the beginning of every match that has to load before you can hit start and go to the match?
Yes.
That's my bathroom break.
That should take forever to load.
That's what I'm saying. That's another reason why I used to cut entrances off, because if you have to load that on top of all the creative stuff that you have to load, get bored. Now with my 5, I look down in my notebook, I look up 8-man Money in the Bank for a creative championship is loaded and ready to go, and it's making that little bump noise to let you know it's ready. You ever notice that?
Nah.
Yeah. So if you don't hit start when it's completely loaded, every once in a while it'll make a it just make that noise to let you know to hit start.
Never paid attention.
Yeah. We caught it one day. Also, I realized my PlayStation 5 does not play Hogan's theme song.
Why not?
Every theme song is on and it never plays Real American.
Oh, you don't got it on there then.
It's on.
It's not on.
I can go in there and I can see they all check. Every entrance is checked. Real American never plays.
Maybe today when you play, you'll hear Real American.
No, it's February.
What that mean?
You better not play.
Ain't no blacks Real Americans?
No, that nigga.
It's Hulk Hogan, bro.
That nigga.
Look, I wrote it on somebody's Facebook post. Might have been me. I appreciate what Hulk Hogan has done for professional wrestling, but it's okay if y'all stop calling this nigga for certain shit.
I don't think they call him.
Like, you can stop parading this nigga out here.
I don't think
it's
they
okay.
Call him.
How is he getting booked then?
I think he has everybody's number.
He just called Triple H?
Yes.
You can say no.
Raw debut on Netflix.
Why was
it was promoted? It was promoted all up and down the wrestling world for at least 3 months before it happened. You don't think they didn't come across Dog Desk? He was like, "Ooh, I got to be there for that."
But why? I went back and watched the very first Raw from January of 1993. Do you know who was not on that episode? Hulk Hogan is not there.
But Max Moon is.
He is.
You mad at me? The
Yeah,
first match.
he is. He is there.
Was that the second one or was that Conan?
No, that was the second one.
Okay.
Yeah, Conan was Max Moon for about 3 days.
I just had to ask. I had to like, was it
he
Conan?
was like, nah, I'm out on this shit here.
You're not wrong.
This shit, wow.
You are a Mexican legend. You do not need to degrade yourself.
And be a fucking superhero.
Yeah.
They was ahead of their time.
Were they?
Okay, so something came across Facebook that was real interesting.
That Rosie's in the game and he's not shit.
No, Tom, that wasn't it. How do
But
you?
Mighty Molly keep making the game?
Is she in this year?
Yeah.
And then now Hurricane's in this year too, right?
Yeah, they both in the game.
And then Rosie's in right now.
Yeah, but
put them all together.
But he's not shit.
Superhero. No, you can make them shit. You can make them superhero on train.
I just want to ask. I want them already.
No, you got to do the work.
Everybody else is there. Well, you know what? I will make them. And I'm putting the stable together.
You got to do the work.
I'm putting the stable together. This year, there will be a stable.
Of superheroes?
The Revengers.
So that's Hurricane, Rosie, Mighty Molly, and who else?
You're forgetting one.
Who?
Who else was a superhero?
Nikki?
Yes.
You got to see, but then you had to make her a superhero because I'm pretty
That's
sure.
what I'm saying. If I got to make Rosie one, I'm going to make her one.
I'm pretty sure she comes in as.
She comes in as.
That was such a shitty gimmick.
It was not a shitty gimmick. It was a shitty time frame. And I'm mad that her only single goal came from that.
Being stuck in that stupid shit?
Yeah.
That shit was stupid.
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 Putting that together. That's going to be the statement.
Then they put her in black and tried to make her like the nigga chin and shit. Like, what the fuck is this? This is stupid. The nigga chin.
I know what you talking about. Just the fact that you knew that. The nigga chin. What the hell? But you know what? You got to thank Nikki for that superhero gimmick because that actually was made Rhea Snap. And the version that Rhea eventually grew into came off of her heel turn on Nikki.
So, the comic book world of Marvel and DC.
Okay.
Do you think that they should have not sent Rey Mysterio a cease and desist?
Did they only send it to Rey?
Well, for what the video said, they sent it. I don't know if they sent it to, but mostly Rey and the WWE.
Because the reason why I asked that question because the New Day was just as heavy, and I realized the New Day did switch over to more anime video game when they would dress up.
Now,
but no, I feel like they shouldn't have
the New Day. I could be wrong because I don't know everything and everybody from that world, but to the best of my knowledge, New Day has never really flat out dressed like
right. That's what I'm saying.
Iron Man, Superman,
right?
Batman
They
type
mostly
shit.
are like video games.
It's always video games, anime shit that they normally partner with.
Right,
is what New Day would dress like.
Right,
but like for a moment, like Rey was real heavy on just the cosplay.
He was,
and I feel like.
I feel like
now Marvel and DC will probably use it as cross branding and like just more of a promotional tool,
right?
Versus back when they sent the cease and desist, film to stop doing it.
I think it was what
he was killing that shit too.
Was it when the MCU was really just taking off?
I want to say the last comic book hero or person I seen Rey dress like might have been WrestleMania 35, 2019. And he dressed as Mysterio. That might be the last person I've seen Rey cosplay. Other than that,
so that was literally when the MCU was getting started.
Yeah, Marvel wasn't heavy.
Yeah, we were in the middle. We were just we were still getting everybody intro.
Have we got our first Avengers movie?
I think we may have just got it.
Right, because like Rey was dressing like characters that wasn't
told about it. Yeah, you had to know.
You just had to know comic books to know who he was dressing like.
All right, on the business side, I get it, but as a fan, like you should have just let him get his shit. I think at the time people really didn't understand the impact that wrestling does have on people.
Yeah,
because everybody has always looked at wrestling as being a niche, and then all of a sudden we'll have those pocket of moments where wrestling is big, and then they'll kind of go back to its niche. But right now, wrestling is on like a major run where it's actually bigger than a lot of sports.
I feel like
a lot of.
I feel like now,
sports.
now wrestling being back to like pop culture,
Yeah.
I feel like Marvel, DC, and like they wouldn't have a problem with it.
They wouldn't have a
now.
problem with it now, but I think because they already stood their ground on it, it's kind of like, well, we got to try something later. Maybe we'll try with a different group of people or whatnot. Because I don't think, because Ray was definitely out here, came out like the Flash one time.
Yeah,
His Flash costume was on point.
Ray has
It was
got
on
some
point.
legend, but and I feel like as a fan of things, like we as wrestling fans look to see what our favorite wrestler, what
Right.
are you a fan of? And I feel like you tell that story through your gear.
Right.
Like how we understand how heavy Kofi and Xavier is into the video game world. Not only do we watch them play video games, but when they come out in their gear,
We're trying to figure out who
right?
are
Like
you.
we would sit in a group and be like, okay, what is Ricochet dressed like? And it'd be like, a care's like, damn, I wouldn't have thought
Yeah.
of that.
Like we still out to this day, I think we still ain't figured out what Xavier was dressed like when Kofi was the Green Ranger, or we thought he was the Green Ranger.
Yeah, I don't know what Xavier was because I thought they were Power Rangers.
They were Power Rangers, but I don't think it was the popular.
Yeah, see,
It wasn't the Mighty Morphin.
That
It
might
was
have
like,
been some Zeo
like
Rangers.
Zeo.
Leave
So,
it
like-
to Woods to be a fucking Zeo Ranger. Like,
It
man.
was somewhere down the line because we couldn't figure that shit out. But because like I say the same thing with Zelina. Zelina is another one that I really pay attention to because if she's not wearing the Puerto Rican flag, she's some video game character.
Absolutely.
She's some video game because it was a while she was switching between Tekken characters, and I think unless you play Tekken, you didn't catch it. But she's heavy in anime as well too. Malachi Black is heavy in anime too, but you know he's in his world.
Oh, okay. So speaking of Malachi Black, and this is wrestling related, time for some speculation.
Okay,
The internet
Black is back.
thinks that he will be the newest member of the Judgment Day.
I kind of can see that.
When they kick Fan out, that's when Black's in.
This is the thing with Judgment Day that
Because they're gonna kick Fan. They're gonna get sick of his shit.
this is the thing about Judgment Day that makes me laugh, and it's the reason why it still keeps staying around. Judgment Day was put together to give people an opportunity and everybody to have a back, right?
Right.
But whenever the leader, whoever becomes the de facto leader, goes and makes a name for themselves, they get kicked out by everybody under them for being successful.
Well, that's why they didn't kick Fan out yet, because he's not successful.
Finn kicked everybody else out because they were doing better than him, and now he's about to go on this solo run in a minute, and he's gonna get kicked out.
No, he gonna get kicked out for being a bitch ass nigga.
I want Black to be in it, but at the same time, like you said earlier off camera, Judgment Day kind of has ran its course. Like Liv and Rock don't need Judgment Day. They don't. Finn and JD can go do their own thing. Carlito is basically like, bro, why are you here now? At this point,
Because he's with the Judgment Day.
right? He was hiding.
He's there to protect Dominic Mysterio.
Okay, then let him and Dom go do their thing.
That's what really needs to be a group.
Carlito and Dom honestly needs to go over TNA for a while because he's already been fucking with Joe Hendry. Yeah, he's been over there messing with Joe.
Why not?
Yeah, just let them go over there. You get the veteran talent, so you get some veteran knowledge over there. Help the young guys in TNA. Help Dom flesh out his character a little bit more because
What else can Dom do, bro? Dom got it.
He got it, but
he's solid.
I think it's because we still
Don't say we,
until
because it
Ray,
sounds like you finna hate.
no, I'm not gonna hate. I'm just saying until Ray retires, we always gonna keep seeing Ray's son.
I know you see racing.
No, when I say we, I mean there's a lot of people.
Who is we?
And because he, first of all,
Dom more over than his daddy,
Don don't like his wrestling is still basic in ring,
and that's cool. What do?
and I know his bag is deeper than that.
What do he need to do though?
He needs to put on an actual wrestling match. I'm not saying go out here and wrestle Chad Gable for 15 minutes.
But I'm saying though, like when people see, this is what I hate about the wrestling.
I just want Don
when
to have
people
one
be
good
like,
wrestling
well,
match.
he need to do more. I'm like, nigga, if his character is not required of you to go out here and do what Seth Rollins do, then why are we asking you to be Seth Rollins?
I just want one match to prove so everybody be like Dom.
But we know Dom can wrestle.
Everybody hate Dom, and I'm like, you can hate him, but bro, I need my boy to get in there and at least put on the match and be like, hey, he's
sold.
the future for a reason.
Dom is here.
Because even Teresa hate Dog, and I'm like, you don't even watch wrestling right now. Why you hate him? Man, I just hate his mustache.
You sniffling a little piece of shit.
I hate his mullet. I like, Dog, you really hate him. It's like everything about him is an ode to, Lucha Libre. Like, yeah, but it looks stupid on him. Okay, he doing the job there.
Dom is solid. I wish his daddy go away, but
I do too, and not because he can't wrestle. Is let the Young Bucks actually flourish. Dragon Lee got brung in. Dragon Lee ain't been able to eat because you still here.
None of them niggas gonna eat because this is shit. Nobody cares. Y'all got a nigga who not even Latino playing a Latino.
Oh, that's what I want to talk about. I'm glad my non-wrestler thing I want to talk about. But Black, he can come back and be solo. He can come back and be part of the Judgment Day. I'm cool with either one of them, but he just got to come back. Okay. I haven't watched NXT for the past couple of weeks. I actually haven't been able to watch wrestling, period. So I'm not 100% caught up on everything. Rock and Liv just got tag belt, right?
Yeah, that was last night.
Okay. I seen the talks of that. But the last wrestling match I actually watched was when Chelsea and Piper actually wrestled Bianca and Naomi. Oh, and that brings up another thing. I love the Black girl ode to everything because you can see they were dressed up like Bring It On.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that Chelsea was dressed up like the white team that stole from them?
Yeah, they was wearing black and red. They were just like Toro.
Yeah, they were just like Toro. There's a video where Chelsea's trying to teach Piper to dance, just like the way the Toros was doing it, and she gave up on her.
I would have too.
Look, I like them two together. Chelsea is funny. And after realizing the gimmicks that she used to have pre-WWE and how she used to make shit work until she ran to Penta and a banging ass match with Penta.
And now you could recreate it on 2K25.
I gotta have a Lucha Libre earring to death.
You can make Lucha Underground.
Lucha Underground is gonna be nasty.
Now we can have underground matches.
I'm actually planning on making that like its own thing.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the intergender pay-per-views you put on because you're a sick freak.
I'm not a sick freak.
Just a bunch of women get beat up by niggas is crazy.
I don't think so, bro. I think the women can hold their own.
You're just gonna create some buff brolic bitches.
They ain't gotta be buffing. We got Jordan Grace on the DLC. I don't need no more buff bitches.
What is the DLC gonna look like?
They gonna say that for the last.
That's another thing. Like they won't tell us that you fucked up universe mode. Because that's essentially
you ain't fucked it up. You won't give a fuck about it. It's a difference.
Same thing. You fucked it up, and now we don't even fucking know the extra characters outside of if you pre-order it. You get 6 members of the White. It ain't even 6 people in this fucking group.
I think you're gonna get a Wyatt. You're gonna get a Bray Wyatt.
That's because they keep putting this motherfucker in the game.
Because it's too soon.
You know who they should stop putting in this game?
Hogan.
I would be okay if Hulk Hogan don't show up.
I don't need 2
fuck out of here, Andre the Giant. Who the fuck plays with Andre?
I use Andre.
To do what, Tom?
When I need a massive wrestler who's a problem, especially with the new giant persona that they have now, it's literally him. We don't have Big Show.
Get these old niggas off the game.
These old niggas sign contracts.
I don't give a fuck.
These old niggas need something to pay for their Medicare.
I don't care. Get these old niggas out. Just give us a Legends of Wrestling game if you want to put these old niggas in here so bad.
Okay. I agree with you.
Because you never give us enough.
Never give us enough old niggas.
It's never enough old niggas to care so I can make a whole universe out of these old niggas.
That's what I was getting ready to get at. they won't make a Legend of Wrestling game because that means that here's a game that has to be created. That if you're not nostalgic, you're not buying. That's the catch.
You know
You
what?
got there's a gang of Attitude Era niggas who scream Attitude Era was the best, but they won't go and do anything that's specifically just for that era.
All right, here's an idea. And I feel like 2K, if you're listening, try it on for size. Because I feel like at the end of the day, most of this shit is a money grab anyway.
Put it behind my faction.
You don't even do that. Just put it within the because you already charging us what, 130?
Yeah.
You already charging us 130. So you charging us 130. A whole nother game is technically $70.
Okay.
I feel like if you 2K20, I say guess give it what we on 25.
Yeah.
Let's give it a solid 4 or 5 year production. 2K30, right? $200 game. If you pre-order the $200 version, it should come with a Legends game. All of your favorite old niggas that you got under contract. Because, I mean, you're still going to put them in the game. That for some odd reason, that's never going away. But I feel like if you gave me a separate Legends, and I feel like they never do the Legends game right, which is why niggas don't be interested.
Right. But I get what you're saying. But that just means that if I choose not to buy WWE 2K30, this Legends game is going to run me $70 just for you to give me everything that's the same. Now, I'll do you one better. Because my faction, see, now you got to make a nigga sit up. My faction kind of has the right concept to it, but the wrong output. If you lock niggas like Bam Bam Bigelow or Andre the Giant or Ted DiBiase or old niggas who we really don't care too much about them, but if we have them, cool, behind the my faction and make it be like you play my faction, you beat this tower this week, you unlock this character, it may motivate me to play the my faction a little bit more. But if I don't play it, I don't care because I'm not losing anything unless I don't get the entrance for my for DiBiase or Jake the Snake unless I have Jake the Snake.
But then would that motivate you to want to play the my faction so you can unlock this card, so you can unlock the character?
Yeah, I might go. That makes me want to feel like, oh, okay, there's a bunch of old niggas, and I think I might want to play my faction because I need Roddy Piper's entrance.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not making me have to take up extra slots, but if I want it, cool. If I just want a stripped down version of the game out the box, it's what the WWE product looks like right now. I go play my Rise to unlock all these inner created wrestlers, you know, like Colin Quinn and Fanny and all these other heifers who you kind of build a bond with while playing my Rise.
Absolutely.
So you'd be like, you know what? I wouldn't mind having Fanny in my universe and help her take over NXT. You know, download a Izzy, put Izzy and Fanny together, and we become the Huggers and just run wild.
You know, I didn't do the female my Rise on 24. And I did.
You got time. You got a few days.
I did the male, and I was like, you know what keeps me away from my Rise?
What?
Because sometimes I just really don't feel like creating a character.
You know, if you can take a character from the community and do it.
And I just be like, man.
Or you can use your own character. You ain't got to create a character like.
It's not the putting like your gear on people. Like that's easy peasy because I sit there and change everybody fucking.
Yeah, you change everybody's clothes all the time, nigga.
It's the going through and giving niggas a move set. I'll be like, ugh.
Okay.
That's nasty.
Okay. I'm going to give you a little trick that you could take with you going into 2025. Works wonders. You can go into the creation community and you can just download a move set too. Like you can literally go to move sets, find a person like, this character got a little Will Ospreay to him. Click on whatever Will Ospreay character's there. download the move set. It's going to come up. It's going to show you your whole entire roster. You assign that move set to that person. You're done. That's it.
Huh.
Whenever I need to refresh a character because I feel like they're getting stale and stagnant, or I can only see end of days so many times before I'm sick of it. Before I'm sick of it.
Hey man, don't shit on Barry Corbin.
No. Don't get me wrong. End of days, dope ass move. It's probably one of the last of a good finisher that nobody had ever seen before.
That's I can see that.
Okay, last of a good finisher that nobody ever done before. Okay,
It was well protected too. Not a lot of people kicked out of that.
yeah, he said that too. They said they kept that protected in regards to it because it was one of the moves that you didn't see too many people just trying to do it. It required, so they protected it. Unlike a fucking super kick and spear now. Niggas,
DDT.
the fact that the DDT was an accident because niggas slipped.
I do like,
But there's certain moves that just DDTs, power bombs,
I like how
springboard.
I like how they're making a power driver special again.
Yeah, the package power driver for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that is actually dangerous. If you do that wrong,
nigga, we ain't saying Randy since.
Randy just needed off.
Randy
But
said,
no, that's my little secret. Whenever I need to update a character, I don't really put too much effort in making characters like I used to. Like I'll make 2 or 3 of them that just got my heart and soul. But I'll go to the community and I'll find some good looking made characters. Like niggas didn't just slap bullshit on them and uploaded it. And then I'll just go find a couple of move sets and I'll look at I mostly look at what the finishers are. If you went and you looked at the finishers and you thought of a good finisher for the character, that means you probably went through this whole move set and tweaked some things. I download it, put it on the character, and that's how you be finding them little special moves that you never knew of, like Xavier's elbow drop off the top rope. I mean, after walking the rope. I found that by mistake one day. There's a triple moonsault in the corner that I didn't know existed. There's a different variation of the earthquake in the corner, or the avalanche, I should say.
Yeah, you just sometimes like when I do get in that mode where I'll be changing shit, I'll look through the moves. I'm like, oh, it's a lot of shit here.
Every year, you know what? Every time when I actually make a character for the first time, I don't go through the whole entire thing because you can only see 17 suplexes before you tired of looking at suplexes.
Yo, I'll be like, bro, why? Why?
Because everybody.
How many versions of a fucking clothesline can it be? 2K24 is like 2K22 is like, okay, it's 10, it's a set of 10. It's 10 clotheslines. That should be here every year. Next year, it'd be like clothesline 15. Why are there 3 more clotheslines?
Because when they take characters out the game, they leave the move sets in the game, but they don't leave the name on it. So, like, if you look in the game, there's no clothesline from hell anymore.
Yeah, it is.
No. The clothesline from hell move is there.
It's called clothesline from hell.
No, there's a version of it that is just clothesline like 16. It's
that's
the JBL motion for it, but it's not.
No, there's actually clothesline from hell.
Okay, I didn't see it. It's in clothesline. I seen JBL's clothesline.
I gave it to Gunther.
He should have that.
Absolutely.
He should have this. They need to do the break clothesline from hell. It used to be on the game. Like when you grapple somebody and you reversed it, it was a clothesline that followed up with it. Nasty work. Put it back in the game.
So, okay. So speaking of wrestling, this Saturday, our last PLE on the road to WrestleMania. And again, it's going to be a nice 4-hour show with 5 matches. How do you feel about these short match cards?
I like the short match cards because they make you care about the matches. I just need you to give me better matches if you're going to shorten my card. Like the 2 out of 3 falls that happened at the Rumble between the Guns and DIY, you could put that. You could have did that on the SmackDown before. Not gonna lie to you, that match wasn't good. It wasn't Big 4 good.
I mean, I wasn't mad at it because I knew we had the 2 Royal Rumbles.
Right. But I'm saying, like,
and the ladder match made up for it, man.
True.
The matches around that tag match made up for the fact that that was the one bad match.
Right.
But I do understand. It's like when people put out like a short album project. Is not a lot of room for error
Right.
when you only finna give me like 9-10 tracks.
And that's how I feel. Like I have no problem with it being a 2 out of 3 falls, but that one you could have did on SmackDown. It felt like a SmackDown match. That could have been the SmackDown main event for all I care. Hell, if I'm booking my universe, that would have been the SmackDown
You
match.
could have like a lot of shit that they put on Saturday Night's main event the week before.
Right.
That probably could have went there.
And I think that's what happened. I think because we gave you gold on a random show that only comes around once a quarter, we had nothing but silver left over for the Rumble. Because the 2 Rumbles themselves, that's guaranteed. So whatever else usually there's a title match, which was the ladder match.
Right.
And you could have gave that other one to a woman.
Yeah, you could have swapped out Rhea and Nia.
Yeah.
Put them at the Rumble and then gave the Machine Guns and the Outlanders Saturday night.
Or gave
Man,
one of the
man.
mid card. Did we get one of the women's mid card matches that Saturday night? Did we crown one?
No, that was at the first Saturday night.
Yeah, so you could have gave the other one to Mania. I mean, to Saturday Night Main Event.
We had already had a champion by then.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that champion could have defended at that one.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like, we
So,
had
like,
the women's
Lyra-
Intercontinental on the first one, so we would have had Chelsea. No, we had Chelsea winning on the first one, so Lyra would have gave Dakota her rematch
Okay, yeah,
at the second one.
Okay, they could have did that.
Yeah, because you could, and that's my thing about the women's mid card. First of all, the WWE has just as many belts as AEW now.
Yes, they
I
do.
just want to say that.
Yes, they do.
That used to be our big gripe about every time somebody came to the ring on AEW. What belt is that?
Okay,
And where's it
but
from?
What? See, that's where AEW fucks
Right,
up.
we had to figure out where it was
Well,
from.
we got to figure out why do you have a belt that doesn't go here? See, at least with the WWE, we know all these belts belong here.
Except for the TNA belt that pops up sometimes.
This is true.
Because Moose just showed up the other day with the X Division belt. Joe Hendry, he has the TNA World title. Jordan Grace, she always showed up with the women's TNA champion. But we understand the partnership with TNA. We're going to talk about that before we get out of here, too.
Obafemi versus Moose. Who you got?
I'm sorry, bro. And I'm not trying to be a WWE fanboy, but I got to go with Oba, dog.
You're not wrong.
like-
I fuck with
The
Moose.
But see, if you are a real TNA fan, you know Moose is that nigga. But you want to know why Moose is a little bit lower than me, for me than Oba is? That Brandy Rose run, that mini Moose shit, and the fact that Moose and Cody's story line was Moose was around his wife a little bit too much, and Cody didn't like it. That was their story. That was their beef. That story right there kind of made Moose fall down a little bit. But the system is a dope ass stable over there. I fuck with that. And I feel like the system would be the reason why Oba doesn't win that feud. But he has to, though.
I like it because from a fan standpoint, I feel like there's not many more dream matches left on the bingo board, at least right now. Because I feel like a dream match is when the hype is kind of equal on both sides. And I feel like for as good as the people of AEW might be, I just feel like there's nobody saying, I want to see a Kenny Omega versus Roman Reigns. Nobody is saying they want to see Kenny Omega versus Seth Rollins. So when it's just very,
to me, honestly, it's too late for that.
It's very little dream matches that's piquing interest. And I feel like once TNA started the crossover before the partnership was official, niggas was like, I want to see Moose go to WWE.
Oh, speaking of that nigga in the ring right now.
And now that Moose and I just feel like this is gonna be some shit. It's gonna be a nice little car wreck. And if you a fan of pause, but big men, big meaty man, as Big E would say,
big men slapping meat.
big man slapping meat. Pause. This gonna be your match right here,
Well,
because this gonna be a fight.
Well, currently, right now, apparently Moose is having a match with Lex King.
Moose is Moose is a better Bobby Lashley. I'll tell you that.
Thank you.
Moose is better Bobby
Lashley. Thank you. I'm glad somebody else said it. Not that I wasn't going to say it, but I always felt that what Moose was becoming is what Bobby should have been, but something has always to me been missing with Bobby.
Moose got personality. Bobby doesn't. And that's just, to me, that's what it comes down to. But I feel like Moose used to play football though. Like Moose was in the NFL, I believe.
Yeah.
So he comes from like that locker room with just these big ass characters.
Oh, this is an X Division match. They showing out. There's an X Division championship match on NXT.
Is Lexus King still the Heritage Champion?
I think he is.
Last
time I seen him, he officially beat Dempsey to make it official.
What is your thoughts of Lexus King?
That's our boy.
I know he's not gonna be his dad.
But I think the whole great thing about him is he doesn't want to be.
No, I'm just saying, like, that. Do you think he'll be good though?
He'll be good. Like, Lexus King, out of all the second, third generation wrestlers, to me, has the best I'm not trying to be my dad story. Because a lot of second and third generation wrestlers, their dad really wasn't that good.
It's very rare when like your pops before you was the man.
Was bad. Like, I think the exception to the rules is like Kurt Hennig.
Facts.
Ric Flair, of course. But Charlotte is good.
I don't know. Charlotte might be better than her dad.
That's what I'm saying. But Charlotte's good.
Yeah, like her bag as far as just like being a wrestler.
Right. No, but what I'm saying is like when you look at like, ooh, your dad is this person and they look at your career, it's like, damn, my dad is Michael Jordan. I can't I can't do like I can be good, but I'm never going to be looked up as great.
You think Cody gonna be better than Dusty when it's all said and done?
See, and that was another person I was getting ready. I was going to say Dusty and Ray for last because those are two big shoes to fill. Dustin, he just gave up. Like, look,
Cody might not be. Cody body of work might not be better than the short span of when Prime Gold does.
I was going to ask you that. Do you think Cody's bag of work will be better than Dustin's complete body of work?
I don't know. We have to see
in the group.
We have to see the second run that Cody is having in the WWE. We have to see how this turns out.
Because I was what we were saying, because even though Cody has the big belt, he ain't been as impactful as his brother has been.
And his brother never got to touch the big belt, but was still.
Because if you think about it, Dustin can show up.
Moose is out here jumping.
Moose got moves. Niggas be sleeping on moves.
I didn't know he was jumping. I didn't know he was jumping off the top rope like that.
Yeah. You know how like when your car be 6'8" and all of a sudden just randomly decide to do a springboard? That's him.
Yeah, but if Bobby Lashley would have had an ounce of personality.
Yeah, he got the X Division belt for a reason. It's not a constellation belt. He earned that belt.
Yeah, I like Moose. I've always wanted Moose to come to the WWE.
I did too. At the time, I think we had Bobby, so I didn't feel like it was going to work. I think him and Bobby did clash in TNA, but
I don't know if that's a thing. That might be a thing.
I think they did. I think we just wasn't watching TNA. Like, I think Bobby's last run, they ran into each other. I will say this though. I am loving the TNA NXT partnership because I feel like NXT is big. It's big enough to be able to be recognized as its own thing. It's just not big enough. Let me rephrase that. It has its own aura that you can't make it compete against SmackDown and Raw. because I always feel like NXT is the college years.
Yeah, I feel like NXT is supposed to be different.
Yeah, it's supposed to feel like it's like watching college basketball compared to watching NBA basketball. Like wrestlers on SmackDown and Raw, you got your 12 moves that you do. Your move set is 12 moves deep with a lot of punching and kicking. And we know when we getting ready to go home. NXT, you can have a 20-minute banger with two niggas you never heard of.
And I feel like, would you compare NXT to like college?
And that's where TNA would be.
It's dope. And then I like how NXT has it's like the small intimate vibe.
Yeah.
Like I like that. It's like it's real close up on you compared to like Raw and SmackDown is this big production.
It's
And even though NXT can be on the same scale as that because it's all the same thing.
Even because when they do their pay-per-views, their big pay-per-views, they do sell out.
It was like, nah, let's keep it close, let's keep it tight, let's make it dark. It's dark in here.
Right.
It is.
It was a point in time.
NXT is a vibe.
And it was a point in time where NXT was only in one place. So you got to remember the black and gold years, them niggas was at Full Sail University. So that means that they didn't go travel to different cities for you to watch them wrestle. You had to come to them, meaning you had a dedicated fan base that every Tuesday night, Mike and the boys came to NXT.
Yeah, I do like that they're going back on the road and that they're traveling.
I do like they're going back on the road too.
With the NXT.
But I also need them to keep it and I guess, but that's what worked in their favor because I don't want everybody everywhere. Like to be in the fact that we got the NXT parking lot, that means something because that's a specific parking lot that this shit always happened at.
But at some point, it's like we can't just keep this to ourselves. We got to share it a little bit.
I get that.
So we got to take it on the road a little bit.
Did they make Brooke Jensen get a haircut? He did. Nico with him too.
She got Sean Spears a little stable.
He built his own little. I feel like it was necessary though, because between Brooks and Jensen, Brooks was actually destined to go up if they kept pushing him like they were.
Izzy Dang.
Izzy Dane's over there now too.
Did she just turn on somebody?
She just turned on. Yeah, she did.
Yeah, she just turned on Tony now.
She did. Wait, Izzy was with Tony and them? No, she wasn't.
She just turned on them though. Feel like she just helped Sean Spears win a match over Tony D'Angelo.
Yeah, she helped them win, but right there. But there's a different chick that's with Tony and them. Because she talked like, what's her name on Abbott Elementary?
They got to relax with all the dark stables, though. That shit don't work for everybody.
Well, the thing about what they do is they'll test the dark stables. If it sticks with that person, they keep it and they run with it. If it doesn't work, they make them goofy for a minute to get the dark off of them, and then they'll do something else with the stable. So,
who's winning the Elimination Chamber?
Hold on, I gotta pull it up. Who all in it?
CM Punk.
No, I got a photo because somebody posted it earlier.
Logan Small Paul.
All right, so we got CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, John Cena, Logan Paul, Damian Priest, and Seth Rollins. And whoever wins this one goes against Cody, right?
Absolutely.
Because Jay chose Gunther.
None of these niggas, I think, are worthy of a fucking main event.
With it being Cody,
I don't think Cody's going to main event either one of these nights at WrestleMania.
How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel like I was right. I told niggas when he first came back, the nigga was a main eventer. He was a mid-carder cosplaying a main event guy. I told niggas
I'm glad
this.
you said, I got to leave the show with one thing after we get done with that.
And then when you look at compared to what Cody has done for the last 2 years with Roman, who is big enough to main event the final night with Cody? And that's no disrespect to any of these guys in the chain.
You know what's funny? It has to be Cena.
And even if it's Cena, I feel like the only two viable options is either Cena or CM Punk.
Here's the reason why it has to be Cena. One, what the fuck was that on Friday Night SmackDown?
Oh, when The Rock was
With
like,
The Rock.
I want to own your soul.
Right.
I don't know. That was some weirdo shit.
It was some weirdo shit, and we collectively had came to the conclusion it's to make Cody have to go heel. Okay. None of them other guys, if he went heel on, would make sense. Drew is already heel. Logan is already heel. Punk is a tweener. Seth is broken. The only Priest is, I love my boy, but he's not ready for that kind of spotlight. There's no reason for Priest to be in that kind of moment with Cody. Cena would only make sense because with him being on his proverbial last ride, he's a super face right now. He basically cried his way into the chamber.
He didn't cry. He just said, "Oh, okay, I lost. Okay, I'm being Toronto. I know where you like, fam. How you just gonna tell niggas that you in?
Because it's his last ride. It's his last chamber. So he's going to WrestleMania. We got to figure out a way to get John to WrestleMania. All these other cats will have a way to get to WrestleMania. We still got Punk and Seth too. That needs to happen, right?
No, we don't need that.
We don't need it, but we probably will get it. Okay. Priest and Drew got some beef they need to settle.
If I'm booking,
only because I'm tired of Drew and Punk, the Hell in a Cell match, dead that.
If I'm booking WrestleMania, CM Punk's winning this chamber. Because to be honest with you, I personally don't give a good goddamn. Because I don't even. The only match that I feel like is worthy of, because I don't think Rock is wrestling this year. So I'm taking Rock off the table.
It's hard to tell with this fuck.
But what I'm saying, if we take Rock off the table and I'm booking WrestleMania, CM Punk will wrestle Cody Rhodes for the WWE title.
Okay.
Because John Cena needs a win.
Give him Logan Paul.
He would wrestle Logan Paul.
And that was going to be my pivot.
I feel like that is some shit that would get like, that is more of your social media match.
Yeah.
It's like, Logan Paul go out there, bump around for John. John need a big win, and Logan Paul is at the caliber where he can eat these L's and it don't bother him because his character as just a piece of shit bad guy is
or hear me out. John gives him the dub.
I mean, either or, it wouldn't matter who
yeah.
wins the move.
But do you know that means that Austin and Logan would have got the dub and Waller didn't?
Well, Waller ain't got a chance to face John Cena.
But you see how you can feed off the party boys with that?
That's true. We both beat John, and you didn't do nothing.
Now Waller did get one with Edge. You got a nice little healthy match before the old man said, "You know what? I'm not built for this. I can't hang with these young bucks no more."
But so then we do Punk and Cody for the WWE title, Cena, Logan, and Priest
and Drew.
And then the only way to close out WrestleMania is to finally give us a match 10 years in the making.
Seth and Roman
have to close this weekend. And it's okay that Cody's not Cody came back and got fucking 2 WrestleMania main events off the bat. You want to talk about a nigga walking in the front door? Well, you left out the back door and walked through the front door?
Hold on now. I'll give you even one more to validate your point. Not only did he get 2 main events back 2 years in a row, last year he got both nights.
What the fuck are we doing with this nigga here, dog?
Did you forget that he got both nights?
That shit is crazy to me.
He got both nights. So him stepping back will balance out 3 WrestleManias, 3 main events.
Two Manias straight, and then 3 main events in a row, bro. Fuck Cody Rhodes. Respectfully.
Damn, bro. Not that serious. I get what you're saying.
Nah, man.
But my question here is Seth healthy enough to do it?
To fight Roman?
Yeah. To give us the match we want. We know he's going to try to do it. We know he will try to do it.
I feel like
is he healthy enough?
Even if Seth ain't healthy enough to do it, it's 10 years worth of story where just whatever they do just gonna be like, oh my God.
It ain't even got to be 10. We ain't got to do 10 years worth of story. We can literally pick up where WrestleMania left off at.
That's but I'm saying,
because you got to remember Roman lost the belt because he lost focus because he had to take out Seth.
Which is why he lost the Royal Rumble because he lost focus.
So I'm saying you don't got to. We ain't got to do 10 years in the making. When you make the video package, it's 10 years in the making. But the actual story picks up like I can't get back to the promised land until I get through you.
Did you happen to see the? Well, did you watch Raw?
I dibble and dabble. I dibble and dabble. I didn't watch.
So did you see the promo that like Seth and Cody had?
No, I didn't see the promo. That's the one thing I didn't watch.
Took up 15, 20 minutes of what the fuck are y'all niggas out
and
here
that's
doing?
Why I didn't watch it because it was 15, 20 minutes of what the fuck.
Like Seth was out here trying to badmouth Cody for teaming and taking a rock offer and shit. And Cody was like, we remember what you did, bro. Like, you trying to point the finger at me. You started all this bullshit. Why does nobody ever bring that up to Seth? Like, we went through the last 5 years of bullshit because you took the money from the authority. You was plan B because there's always plan B.
I don't know.
I thought she got moved.
Nigga, Natty come back down here whenever she bored. So what makes you think that Roxanne won't yet? They ain't got nothing for her yet.
I think she's gonna wrestle Bailey at WrestleMania.
I mean, probably, but other than that, they ain't got really nothing for her yet.
Which is cool. Beat Bailey. And I feel like,
but this is also a good match for Jordan Grace to kind of get
who wins the women's elimination chamber.
Hold on now.
Because there's so many stories within this.
Well, now that they have officially taken the belts off of Bianca and Naomi, this shit gets tricky. All right. I'm going to be honest with you. My personal choice is Bliss.
I wouldn't be mad if Bliss won.
It's my personal choice is Bliss. One, it's the ode to Bray Wyatt. It's the Chavo for Eddie situation.
The Bliss win the belt for Bray?
The Chavo for Eddie. Man? Ray won it for Eddie.
That was disrespectful.
But why not Chavo? Why not Chavo? I always thought that
he wasn't popping enough.
He wasn't popping enough, bro.
That's crazy.
But no, not just necessarily for Bray. She been gone for a minute. And I don't want to see everybody else, like the Naomi, Bianca, Jade story.
I feel like we need to flush that story.
Yeah, that needs to get finished somehow, some way. Rock and Liv. So even if you don't do that, you still got Rock and Liv. They got the tag belts now. So them being either one of them two being in position to take on Rhea is out the question. Plus, we tired of Liv and Rhea.
There's only two people that I'm accepting of winning this chamber.
Bailey and Roxanne, like you said, they match, so that takes them two out of it. So if you look at it mathematically, Bliss is the only reasonable choice.
I wouldn't be mad if Bailey won either.
I wouldn't be mad, but what do you do with Roxanne then?
No, Roxanne probably wouldn't get no WrestleMania match.
That is
what?
That is Triple H's new bread and butter.
Hey, look, he don't get it right all the time.
To take her out of wrestling,
as you can see with this Bianca Jade shit.
I think that we just lost care about it. That's what I think would happen.
Again, like I wrote in the group, I wouldn't be mad if we revisit this whole team bad situation and make all three of them bad guys. I'm not mad at that. I think it's going to be weird if Bianca plays the heel.
I don't think we'll get Bianca, and that's the thing. I don't think the WWE is going to let Bianca be heel. The little black girls all around the world love her too much. Naomi is big auntie at this point, and Jade is the fresh new face. We don't know enough about Jade because a true WWE fan never gave a damn about AEW anyway.
I just feel like whatever situation that they feel like
I'm gonna make the young OG that dude on the game this year.
I'm surprised he made it.
I'm not. He had a hell of a year. If you think about it, if you look at the game and you look at who all had a good year, they made the game.
Nah, they put Eddie Thorpe in there.
Eddie Thorpe made it because his contract got signed early enough for him to make it.
No catch quarter crew.
Why does dog look like Randy?
This is crazy. How do you think Dolph feel about this whole TNA thing?
How do you think Dana feel about this whole TNA thing?
Like, you know,
and Dana was one of the first. You know what's funny? Dana was one of the first ones to invade, and she never came back over.
No, because she worked there.
No. Remember when TNA invaded one of their pay-per-view? It was like it was either Roxanne or Kalani did an open challenge for the belt. No, Jordan Grace did an open challenge, and all these women came and they were fighting, and Dana and them showed up scrapping in the middle of the match because they was getting ready to call her Dana Brooks, but he's like, no, that's Ash by Elegance. Like, they had to call her TNA name. If you worked in the WWE and you're now in TNA under a different name, do they combine your name now? So like now, because like Dolph is over there as Nick Nimsey. Under his government name. Nimeth. I don't care. And because his brother is over there too now.
Yes.
Okay. Is he still Dolph?
No,
or is he Nick?
He's Nick Nimeth.
So when we announce him, is he formerly known as Dolph Ziggler, or is he?
He's Nick Nimeth.
But we know that's Dolph. If we're gonna run down his accolades and his belts and everything,
you call him Nick Nimeth.
All right.
Why would you call him anything?
Because we know him. For those who never watched TNA until now, for this to be so new and fresh, they don't know who Nick Nimeth is, but they know who Dolph Ziggler is.
The Rock is taking Nimeth's soul.
It's in the game already.
That's nice.
Oh, you didn't finish the women's mode.
And I'm not going.
If you would have played the women My Rise, you would have unlocked the flash photography payback and the soul siphon payback.
See, why? See, WWE always got to put some weird shit in the game.
Because they got to get all this shit off that they created in 2020.
That shit was weak as fuck.
Like,
nobody asked for that.
That whole game mode, they lost a lot of good game over there. They got to do something.
Nobody, because we didn't ask for that. That's why y'all lost it.
No, you lost. That shit was glitchy.
Ooh, that was such a bad game. Like, how y'all fuck up that bad?
Because they were trying. Because you gave a company that knows nothing about wrestling the rings on a wrestling game.
Why the fuck would they do that?
Because 2K is a big name that makes big money.
Yeah, but y'all ain't see the basketball game?
Everybody keeps buying it every single year.
And then something's always broken on that motherfucker.
Ain't nothing we can't fix with a couple of patches.
And they never fix it.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but that's the logic behind it.
Oh, yeah, because they tried to patch. 2K20 had about 20 motherfucking patches. And they was like, you know what? We give up.
So what you're telling me is in 2020, 2K just put out a bunch of bullshit.
Have you played?
Because I think one of the golfing games got canceled that year.
Have you played WWE 2K20?
Yes, I played it on the Xbox One.
That is something.
Because I refused to buy it, but you already owned it.
Because I didn't think it was going to be that bad.
Nobody did. You're not supposed to. That's the thing about these games and the way technology is now this day and age. We're not supposed to expect that we just paid you $130 and I have to wait for you to fix some shit that you should have been had done right. I shouldn't need 3 patches before I've even cracked open the game. Yeah, I've seen the videos on YouTube of the glitches. Somebody went for a suplex, and then all of a sudden, everybody's in the ring.
See, it's like this shit was bad. You couldn't even get through the story mode.
I heard, and the story mode was crazy from what I heard.
It was kind of decent.
It was I heard
but it was wild though. Like Samoa Joe had like a bionic metal arm.
Yeah, I heard it was some crazy stuff.
Like, what the fuck is what? Yeah,
this chick. She had a controversy week.
Yeah, man, she had a whole lot.
Dog, is the fact that she technically ain't did nothing to nobody, and she's been in the news 2 times already for something that's outside of her control.
Well, being spotted with a main event player and having your coochie out.
No, being accused of adultery with a main event player. First of all,
Well, she probably hit that.
I don't think he did.
We don't know though.
I'm gonna put the wholesomeness
I
on.
feel.
I'm gonna put the banking on the Uso did not make a grave mistake and do anything like that while he is getting the push of his career.
Maybe he did that.
He didn't.
Maybe.
Not with the new young talent.
I mean, but why not though? Would you hit that?
I am getting the push of my career.
She a fresh 25.
I am getting the push of my career right
Tone,
now.
have you seen that ass?
I am getting the push of my career.
And this shave.
I can feed my family.
She can feed you.
For that, no, she's gonna pre. You will not JoJo Bray Wyatt me, okay? Because I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Ever since it got exposed that Bray and Joe broke up a nice happy home, Bray push wasn't the same. We loved him. We wanted so much for him. Right? Randy took his belt.
I feel like they just never knew what to do with Bray Wyatt.
And that's the messed up part about it. Because literally just let him Jake the Snake Roberts everything. That's what he was. He was a modern day Jake the Snake. He will talk to you. He will get you there. You get behind him. You believe.
I don't know, bro. This last iteration of Bray Wyatt, I was like, they should probably quit giving you freedom.
But that's why I think that's why I didn't like the way
now
it went.
You just walking through a door. What does door mean? You got a rabbit chasing you. What does it all mean, Tom?
You got to follow the white rabbit.
Oh man, the Hardy Girls on NXT.
We unlock it. We freeing your mind from the Matrix.
Why do people keep gainfully employing Matt Hardy?
Matt is not that bad. Jeff is the one you got to worry about.
Yeah, but Jeff is the popular one.
Because most emo kids related to him. But that don't mean that Matt wasn't. White folks relate to Matt Hardy. There is a lot of shit that Matt Hardy does that everyday common white boys see in themselves. That is why the Hardy boys are so loved.
Jeff be painting eyes on his eyes.
Jeff does peyote. He drinks CBD tea. No, I won't say that. Jeff wasn't really a heavy drug user. He was a pain medicine user because he would do dumb stuff. But my thing is, these two are not the same Matt and Jeff that could jump off of steel cages and come to work the next day. So if the no quarter catch crew wins the belt tonight, I won't be mad. I mean, we just had an X Division title match a minute ago, so who knows? Against Lex King. I see big things for Lex King. Pause.
Yeah, that's possible. Well, how long we been here, Tom?
We've been here long enough.
This is fun.
It was fun. We can't wait. We haven't talked wrestling in a while. Next time we'll have company because people in the studio, in the new home, keeps asking when we're going to start talking wrestling again. So, but make sure you check us out on all streaming platforms. That's Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or wherever else you listen to your podcasts at. We will eventually get back to the What is Love tour. Outside wouldn't let us be great. It wanted to snow and do all kind of things. So most of our guests was canceling left and right, but we're now back to things like we need to be. So with that being said, be on the look at that. We'll be back to recording those things as we're on the road to Romance Mania or something like that. I don't know. Just try to do WrestleMania and romance. Would you take your bitch to WrestleMania?
Would I? If she was into that?
It's in New Orleans, though, for next year. So technically, she can go hang out in the French quarters.
Nah, I can't let my girl hang out in the French quarters.
You scared that she might come back with some voodoo?
Or she might not come back at all.
This is true. She may not be the same woman you left with.
Right. She might be down there hanging out with some niggas there with the New Orleans accent.
New Orleans. But I think I'm gonna go this year. Now that I know my sister and them still has their place down there, I might make a plan. Because had I called my sister 2 weeks in advance, I probably could have really been in New Orleans for the Super Bowl.
All right. I was gonna say, well, the Eagles player, you could have went.
Yeah. I didn't even have to be at the stadium to watch the game. I could have been at a local bar in the area.
You just wanted to be there.
Just wanted to be there, bruh.
That's how I feel about WrestleMania. Like, if I don't ever get to go, but just to be in the city with the energy.
Yeah, I think that I want for WrestleMania, I want to do the whole experience. The next one, like the first time I went with the guys, it was like, okay, it's about the show. We went to go see it. It was Detroit. Wasn't too much you could do. Okay, but I think this time I want to do the full blown experience. I want to do the fan access stuff. I want to go hang out with other wrestling fans and just be ignorant while running around with replica belts and shit like that. Just want to be just all out, purely ignorant. And then watch wrestling for 4 hours, 2 days in a row, maybe 3, and then just come home and sleep all day Tuesday. All right. With that being said, people, we are out of here. Peace.